Okay, y'all. So it's Thursday morning, and yeah, having a good week so far. Uh, so I'm going to do a video today. I don't know. Probably start cutting it up this morning. That guy over there at Gay's Mowing. There's a couple things that he said in his video yesterday that really just struck me as I had to do a video on it, y'all. One of the things that he said is he don't want trashy customers. I don't know what the definition of trashy customer is. In the beginning, I'm always of the mindset, and I know there's going to be people that disagree. I'm always going to be of the mindset that you have to take on all the customers. If you try to wait around on all the good customers, customers like I got, well, they're taken up. If they're good customers, then somebody else is already doing the service. So the people that are calling the new people, the people that just started, the people that don't really have a reputation as of yet, well, they're calling you because they don't went through guys like me. And we done kicked them to the curb. So you just saying that you're not gonna deal with them at all. Well, then you're probably not gonna make a living out here. You're gonna have to go through some lower end customers. I'm not saying you seek them out, but you're gonna definitely go through some of the lower end customers that a guy like me or Chad or Herb or Matt or Randall Elite, Eddie, that we don't have to go. We done been through. It's almost like paying your dues, if you will. So the notion that, oh well, I'd just rather sit at home and die. I ain't gonna do nothing then. Well then, okay. What happens? What you're not telling your viewers is, okay, if I'm sitting at home, I'm damn sure not going to get no work. What if you're over there at that cheap customer's yard and the neighbor comes up? I mean, just being out here is something. Now, I understand that you got to make money, and I'm not going to do work that I'm not making money on. But I have done work in the past where my profits were really slim, and a lot of it was based on what I knew at the time and the equipment that I had at the time and my development as a business owner at the time. You have to learn how to make all the properties make money for you. You have to learn that if a customer is not as good as other customer, then in the beginning you really don't have a whole lot of options. I mean, you can not work for them, of course, but then you're going to find yourself not being able to pay your bills, and then you're going to find yourself never making it to year 3. Because the first, well, you got to go through some shit. If you ain't never been through nothing, you're probably not gonna, I don't know, if you ain't never been through anything, then you're probably not gonna be learning as much as somebody that does. And if you think that you're gonna come out here and all your customers are top notch, or you're not gonna take them, then you're probably gonna be more not taking customers than getting customers. And when you come on the scene and you got 16 lawns, hell, I can do that solo in 2 days. Easy. I mean, I've done up to 12 or 13 a day by myself and still home before 4. But when you only got that many lawns, and this is just real talk here. This is not some guy that just started last month, thinks he knows everything and is real arrogant about everything. I'm a 18, 19 year vet out here. Well, damn, Ray, you over the hill. Well, call it what you want to, but I make pretty good, and I make good decisions out here too most of the time. I slip every now and then, but I'm open to slipping. But his whole thing when he started this YouTube was, I'm gonna. And at the end of the day, I know as well as anybody that's been doing this for any period of time that usually in the spring you'll get a nice little rush, 10, 15 customers. right? And out of those 10 or 15, you might secure, 8 or 9. And then, then you'll have a couple of the neighbors of those 8 or 9 come up to you while you're there, blah, blah, blah. It's really, to me, it's like, oh, duh, 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 duh. And I think that's why he got so mad at me, because I was saying, well, duh, man, you're not going to get the customers in June and July that you got in March and April and May. You're not, because people have already got it. They already got Ray Ray out there doing it. And if Ray Ray done got the property, you're not going to be able to get it. Or if a guy like Ray Ray done got the property, you're not going to be able to get it. And if it's a really good, super lucrative property, a guy like Ray Ray's going to get the property and he ain't going to let it go. Hence, that's why new guys are always start, well, where do you start at when you start a job? You start at the bottom and you work your way up. And that builds know-how, that builds character, that builds your confidence, and that also builds your knowledge of what customer is your customer. We all want customers that pay top dollar and don't say shit. That's what we want. But they're not out there for the newer guys. The newer guys are going to catch all the customers that are crybabies and stuff. They are. I did. And ask anybody that's been doing it a long time. Just ask them. This ain't rocket science or nothing. But in this video, now he's talking about, oh, well, I'm going to, in the beginning it was, I'm going to hire. And now what happened to the hire? Oh, he found out that, well, he don't have enough work to hire. That's why. But he ain't saying that. He ain't saying, damn, man, them old timers, they were dead ass right. I just want to be known as right. When I'm explaining, some of the things that go down in, the business that I have created and the business that I have, coached through the years to be more than what it was yesterday. So, and it's still, but I got good customers. And now at this point, after all these years of doing this, well, I can be a little picky. But if I had 13 customers and I'm dependent on this to make a living, to pay my bills, then, well, I'm going to have to take on all work because I got to fill my time, and maybe I might not be making as much money as I will be, but you ain't going to come in the game making the kind of money that us seasoned vets make, because you're not going to be able to secure the customers, because I'm not going to let them go to you. I'm not going to let them, my customers, because if they're really good customers, then they're on board year in, year out, and that's how you make the money. And then you drop the ones that are not so profitable. But you got to learn how to do the work and make money at it. And you got to learn how to do multiple things, multiple ways to make money, So you have to learn all these things, and you ain't learning that in 3 months. He thought that he was going to continue to get customers at the pace that he was getting them in April and May. And I told him that he wouldn't, that it's gonna temper down. Everybody's gonna get secured, and then you will have a few customers that come in here and there that maybe just bought a property, maybe fired their lawn guy, maybe fell and broke their hip and they can't damn cut their own grass anymore this year or whatever. You may find a few like that. More than likely, though, you're going to find ones that just bought a property. That those are usually the ones that will be calling if you're known in the area. But as far as you coming in thinking you're gonna get top of the line customers, that's not realistic, man. So I'll continue this video on, and looks like Cam's here. It's 10 minutes till. Yeah, I thought it looks like slap rock. All right, y'all. Yeah, that shit wearing him out, man. Damn, Ezra ain't no joke, man. A lot of edging he doing right there. Effort here to do this half-ass as it does to do it right. I guarantee if I get a blower and go down through here, there's going to be all kind of stuff on here. You don't hear it. See, I don't hear the blade hitting the concrete. When I'm edging stuff like this, I want to hear the blade hitting the concrete. Because if you don't, then you're going to leave stuff like this. If the blade hits the concrete on every spin, then you're not going to have this. So, and it's a lot of edging over here too, so. I don't know how much footage we're gonna get, but I'm gonna use the mower to blow this off real quick, and y'all will see what I'm talking about. That's what you want it to look like when you're done. See? Like that over there. And that takes practice. But yeah. I tell you what, y'all. These yards are freaking terrible, man. We Cam missed a bunch of places over here. I had to spend a lot of time weed eating over here, man. And I don't like doing that, man. He's trying to hurry up and get to a lawnmower. And you know, you got to do the weed eating first, man. So yeah, he got a C minus over here. Yeah, headed to the bamboo site. Deuces. So this sod right here, this is another sod job I did. All of this right here, we laid this sod right here about I guess we laid it about, hell, it's been 8 or 9 years now. And then we came back and laid a little more where I poured out the evergreens. But all of this right here was laid by us before I even had the skid steer, man. So yeah, y'all. So right here, I'm telling Cam, I'm gonna want him to stripe that front at an angle, because everybody turns in from that main road up there, and when they turn in, I want them to see the stripes, and I want to see how good he can stripe it. So here we go. So right here, you see he blew it against the fence. So you're gonna have to blow all that off the fence because it's wet. You gotta pay attention when you're blowing it. So you'll see right here where he goes over the edge there, and you see how the deck digs in. He wasn't supposed to go down the slope there. And every time he comes up the slope, he's scalping. He's supposed to go to the top, right at the top of the hill. Okay, you'll see right here, he blows it all up against the building. Look, see it go up against the building there? See, that's what he's got to work on. Got to pay attention to where the grass is going. And I saw him do that. Camera picture. So y'all saw Cam cut this. He did pretty good. What he didn't do, and I guess that's, you just gotta, become a G on a damn mower. There's a few stragglers in here. The grass is really thick and wet, so you gotta, it's a little bit different on every one. But what he should have done is pick the deck up a little bit. Maybe if he's on a 2.5, maybe go to 3 and hit some of the places where it's piled up at. And also, I don't know why he didn't get the road edge. I mean, I cut him a line there so he could stripe this, so he wouldn't have to go down the hill and up, but you still got to cut the roadside. And you can tell right here where he went down over the slope. When you're going down a slope like that, you got to pick the deck up, or when you're coming up and you hit flat ground. So it looks pretty good to the average eye. It really does. But to me, it's probably a B- if I had to grade it. And that's fine. I need him to be able to see. He doesn't see things like I see things. There's a lot right here that he didn't get. I'm gonna hit it real quick, but see, I'm gonna mess up the stripes. So I'm gonna pick the deck pedal up just a little bit. Why did he cut this? If you look at that man door right there, you'll see all that grass piled up against it right there. So I saw that, and then I went over and got Cam, and told him, you got to get all that off the building. So he should be pulling up in a minute with the blower. Knock that out, yeah. See all that grass? He's got a, and he just left it like that. See, that's the judgment. Oh, man. Okay, y'all. So we got done today. It's 2:30, and yeah, we got everything on the list done. And tomorrow I'm gonna be setting up for the skid job. Might even do some of it tomorrow for the weekend. We're going and try to get them 3,500, whatever me and him can come up with. 3,500 to 4K, something like that, and over this weekend. So that would be gold. Though I'm not in a real hurry to do it. You know, but the quicker I can do it, the quicker I can collect and then on to the next job, man, right? So, okay, so got my Sammy ordered. I'll swing in there and pick it up. I want to see if he got that dumpster up here. Yeah, that's how close this job is to my house. That's why I'm eager to get on it, man, because I'm like, dude, that's, yeah. Probably got the dumpster there, man, because he's a doer. He ain't a big talker. Yep, dumpster's there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out here and grab my wife some flowers and drop them off to her. Happy wife, happy life, y'all. I'm telling you, trust me. we did good today, man. You know, like I was saying earlier, you know, Cam's still got a lot to learn, but he's coming along. And I've noticed one thing, that as we get more toward the afternoon, he starts doing better. It's like the first 2 hours, he's still asleep. Everything's slow motion. So, I'm gonna drop these off to my wife, and yeah, man, and then I'm gonna go home and jump in the pool and relax, and yeah, it's another day, another dollar. I don't know how much money we made today, but we ain't struggling.
Hi. Good, my other ones were dead. They're beautiful. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Thank you. See my girls out there eating
Yeah.
lunch?
So
pretty. I'm gonna go show them. This is kind of man.
Yeah, go in that door, right? Yeah, and these waterproofs. When I pulled them out of the thing, there wasn't no water in the bottom of them.
Okay.
So.
They feel wet though. But I'm gonna put them right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
How's your day?
Good, we're done.
You are? Nice.
Yeah, I'm pulling up to the house, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's Sammy time Thursday, and yeah, so we're gonna get a rant video here in the next couple hours. It'll be up tonight sometime. This video right here, the daily work video, might be up before the rant video. I don't know. Let's just see. But I got some good stuff, y'all. Kick it.